Okay, today we're going to talk about laws of sines, which we abbreviate LOS. Solving a triangle means find all the missing angles and sides, which we already know. Uppercase letters represent the angles, and the lowercase letters represent the sides. Some things to remember is the biggest side must be across from the biggest angle, and the smallest side must be across from the smallest angle. That's something to keep in mind as you're solving these. Okay, previously we used trigonometric ratios to find missing parts of a right triangle. But what if we aren't using right triangles? If we are working with what we call oblique triangles, we must use two special laws to solve for the missing sides. The first law that we're looking at is called the law of sines. One thing to keep in mind is your calculator needs to be in degree mode. Okay, the law of sines, the formula is side A over sine angle A is also the same as side B over the sine of angle B and side C over the sine of angle C. Or we can have the reciprocal. They're both the same formula. We're going to use the law of sines when we have triangles that use angle side angle or angle angle side. So angle side angle, the side is between the angles. And angle angle side, the side is outside the two angles. Notice that with law of sines, we have two angles and one side. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and work on the, after we find this, how to find the area of triangles that don't have a right angle in them. And these are all the same triangle. Notice that I have side A, B, and then I have sine of angle C. That means angle C I know, that's the angle I know. So two sides and one angle. Or I could use side A and C and the sine of angle B. Or I could use B and C and the sine of angle A. Two sides and an angle, these are the formulas I would use. Okay, we're going to follow these steps as we're solving these right triangles. We're going to draw and label the triangle, so what sides and angles I have. We're going to pick the formula, so we know we're going to have other formulas, so it's either the laws of sines or laws of cosines. And remember, law of sines uses angle side angle or angle angle side, two angles and one side. And then we're going to solve for all the unknown parts. Okay, so the first information that we have is we have that side A is 71 degrees, angle B is 42 degrees, and side C is 15. So remember that side is across from the angle, so that's 15 here. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at angle side angle, so I know I'm using law of sines. The first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go and find my third angle. And remember, the angles of a triangle add to 180. So I'm going to find the measure of angle C is equal to 180 minus the 71 minus the 42 degrees. And I'm going to get measure of angle C to be 67 degrees. So I can go ahead and get that 67 degrees. Go ahead and fill in what I have. Angle A is 71 degrees and angle B is 42 degrees and side C is 15. Okay, so now that I know that I have two angles in one side, now I have three angles in one side, I'm going to use sine. And so the laws of sine. So the first thing I determine is I've got a side here at 15 and that angle is 67. So those go together. So that's going to be the ratio that I'm going to use is 15 over sine of 67. And now I can go determine what I'm going to find. So across from angle B is side B, across from angle A is side A. So let's find side A first. Its angle is 71, so I do sine of 71. Now it's just an idea of cross products. I'm going to multiply these two together, and that is 15 times sine 67, and then I'm going to divide by sine 67. I'm sorry, that should be 71. And sine 67, and that's going to give me side A. I'm going to plug this in my calculator, and I'm going to get A is approximately 15.4076. So in my chart, I am just going to use 15.41, round it to the correct spot. Now I'm going to go and find a side B. Again, I'm going to use that sine of 67. So I'm going to go find, I'm going to do 15 over sine 67 is equal this time to B over sine 42. I'm going to multiply those together and get 15 times sine 42 and divide by sine 67, and that's going to give me side B. I'm going to plug that in my calculator, and B is going to be approximately 10.9037, so this is 10.90. Now I'm going to go ahead and find my area. I didn't leave myself space, so I'm going to do it underneath. So area formula is the 1/2. The side, I'm going to use side C because it is a whole number. I didn't have to round it. I found it. So this is side C. I can use side A, which is 15.41. That's side A. So that means I'm going to find sine of the angle would be B because that's the missing, and so that's 42. So I've got an A, a B, and a C. So now again, I plug this into my calculator and I get 77.3081. So my area is 77.31 units squared. So that's how we use our law of sines. Now we'll just practice. Okay, so I've got angle A at 60 degrees. I've got angle B at 70 degrees. And side A is 8. So side A is 8, angle A is 60 degrees, angle B is 70 degrees. So now across from B is side B, across from C is side C. I see that I am using angle, angle, side. So I'm using law of sines. The next thing I look for is I've got the missing side I need to find. So I am going to do the measure of angle C is equal to 180 minus the 60 minus the 70, and that gives me 50 degrees. So C is 50 degrees. Then I'm going to go and determine which ratio I'm going to use. I've given side A, so I'm going to use sine A and start writing my ratios from that. So I've got 8 over sine 60. So that's my A information. So let's find B. So B and angle B is 70 degrees, so sine 70. I'm going to multiply those guys together. So 8 times sine 70 and divide it by sine 60. And that's going to give me side B. So B is approximately where is it? 8.6805. So 8.68. Now I'm going to go and find side C. Again, I'm going to use the same ratio of 8 over sine 60. And this time I'm finding side C. So I use angle C, which is 50. Multiply these together. Sine 50, divide by sine 60. Oh, I forgot the 8. Sine 60. And that's going to give me side C. So C is approximately 7.0764, so 7.08. Couple things to look for is I can see 70 is my largest angle and 8.68 is my largest side. My medium size angle is 60 and my medium size side is 8. So it's fitting, and that's what we check for to make sure everything works. So this is the smallest and that's the smallest side. Now to go find area. So I'm going to use that sine A. So I'm going to use side A, which is 8, and then it doesn't matter, so let's go ahead and use B, and B is 8.68. So that means I'm going to have to do sine of C, and C is 50 degrees. So now I plug that into my calculator to get the area, and it's 26.5970. So this is 26.60 units squared. Okay, I have already drawn my triangle, so we're just going to fill this out. First thing I'm going to go find is my missing angle. So the measure of angle C is equal to 180 minus 48 minus 22, and that equals to 110 degrees. So angle C is 110 degrees. I see that I am using angle, side, so I'm using laws of sine. So I'm going to do, and then now I'm going to check what side and angle I have. I have this 5 given to me, and that side angle A, so that is the ratio I'm going to use to solve these. So 5 over sine 48. So let's go find, this is side C, this is side B, so let's go find side B. And angle B is 22 degrees. I'm going to multiply those together. 5 times sine 22 divided by sine 48 will give me side B. So B is approximately 2.5204, so 2.52. Now I'm going to use that same ratio, 5 over sine 48. This time I'm looking for side C. Angle C is 110, so sine 110. Multiply these together. 5 times sine 110. Divide by that sine 48. And that equals to side C. So C is approximately 6.3224. So 6.322. Oh, don't need the extra 2. That's what I got going. There we go. So now to find the angle measure, the area of the triangle, I'm going to use that 1/2. I'm going to use the side A given to me. That's A. Doesn't matter, so I'm going to go ahead and use side B, and that's 2.52, so that's B. So that means I'm going to use the sine of angle C, and that's 110 degrees. Put this into my calculator, and my area is 5.9200, so it's 5.92 units squared. Okay, last one. Now we're going to go and find, now remember you can pause this at any time, make sure you got it, but I'm looking for the measure of angle B. So the measure of angle B is going to be 180 minus 103 minus 42. So the measure of angle B is 35 degrees. Okay, so now hopefully that bridged okay. My sides that I'm missing is this is side C and this is side A. So I am given side B, and angle B. So that's the ratio I'm going to use to solve using laws of sine. So 4 over sine 35. Let's go with A first. So angle A is 103. So 4 times sine 35 over sine, 103. Goodness, sorry about that. Over sine 35 is what A is going to equal to. So A is approximately 6.7950. So 6.80. And now I'm going to use that 4 over sine 35. And now I need to find side C. So angle C is 42 degrees. So 4 times sine 42 divided by sine 35 is what C is going to equal to. So C is approximately 4.6663. So 4.67. So now I have my sides. Now let's find the area. And since I was given side B, I'm going to use that first. So that's 4, and that's side B. I'm going to go ahead and use side C, and that's 4.67. So I'm going to use sine of A. So that's sine, and angle A is 103. I'm going to plug this into my calculator and get area to be approximately 9.1001. So this is 9.10 units squared. And that's how you use laws of sine.